everybody, welcome back to MJOMEF Clarinet online music videos. I'm Brendan. Today we are going to first review Merrily We Roll Along from the last video, and we're going to go on to play our first duet and go over some new musical concepts as well. Make sure your clarinet is all set up with the reed secured on to the mouthpiece. I'm going to start connecting the clarinet completely now. This doesn't mean you have to do it, because the way I'm going to hold the clarinet is I'm still going to put my right hand up here in the safe zone and keep my left hand in the correct finger positions. So I'm not actually going to use the bottom of the instrument, but I want you to start, in case you haven't already, I want you to start to get used to the weight of what the full instrument feels like. It might be challenging at first to cover the holes all the way and to get a good sound because of the new weight you're feeling, but over time I think it will be best, and we will have to have the rest of the instrument to learn other notes. But as I said, I'm going to keep my right hand up here and my left hand here just so that we can feel the whole instrument now. So we're going to go over Merrily We Roll Along from the last video, and the music should be appearing right here. We're going to talk about this little symbol that you see at the very end of the song that has two dots in the middle of the lines and the double bar line. This symbol is called a repeat sign. And all it means is that you just go back to the beginning and play the song again. It just means repeat what you just played. So we're just going to play Merrily We Roll Along, or Mary Had a Little Lamb, but we're going to do that repeat sign. So we're actually going to play the song twice. Another way you can also practice is just by saying the letter names like E, B, C, D, E, E, E. Another way that you can practice the song is by counting the rhythms. So you can say quarter, 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 half note. Or maybe an easier way to say it is just simply 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. So those are all great ways to practice, and you should actually try to do all of them when you are learning a new song. So for now, I'm going to count off Merrily We Roll Along. I won't play this time. I'm just going to say the letter names and show you the fingerings as we go along. And we're also going to do the repeat sign. Keep in mind, when you do a repeat, you have to go back to the beginning in the same beat that you've had for the whole song. So at first, you might find yourself pausing to figure out how to do the repeat correctly. And that's okay, but over time, we want to work on keeping that tempo real steady. So 1, 2, 3, 4. E, D, C, D, E, E. 1, 2. D, D. 1, 2. E, G, G. Rest. E, D, C, D, E, E, 1, 2, D, D, E, D, C, 2, rest, repeat, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, rest. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, rest, rest. All right, internet high five. Nice job. So we just talked about the repeat sign, and we practiced that with Merrily We Roll Along. Now we're going to talk about another symbol, this weird C that you see. Look at the song Lightly Row and look at the line that says line B. Before we even see notes, we see the letter C. Does that mean C? Nope. Actually, the letter C is a shorthand for common time in music. Do you remember what's the number that we almost always count to when we are counting off the beat for a song? It's 4. We almost always are counting to 4. That's why usually in the beginnings of songs you will see a 4/4, which tells you that there are 4 beats per measure and that each black note or the quarter note gets 1 beat. Now when you see the C, it's just a shorthand for that same thing. It's basically that whoever was writing the song was too lazy to write both fours, and they just wanted to write one C. That's all that it really means. Just know that we're still counting off the song in four, like normal. The last concept we're going to go over today is this little bird's eye symbol, which is called a fermata. Fermata! Ah, my fermata! Where is my fermata? It is at the very end of lightly row. It's an Italian word, fermata, and all that it means is that you're just going to hold the last note for a little bit longer, just to give it a nice, dramatic, final last note that sounds long and satisfying. Now we are going to start learning lightly row. This song is a duet. What does duet mean, do you think? It means that two people are playing it together, or two musicians. When you have a line A, it means one person is playing the notes horizontally from line A all the way to the end, and then at the same time somebody else is playing the notes of line B all the way to the end, and it creates a cool combination of notes that we call harmony, which we'll talk about later. But for now, let's focus on line B. Why are we doing line B first? Well, it's actually easier than line A, so that's why we're starting with that. So the first one is E. What's the next note? So it's lower down from the E, so it means we're going down. And it's to the note C. So we're actually skipping a note right in the beginning. It's going to be E, C, C. And you see how there's two C's there? Good. The next measure, does it go up or down? It goes up just a little bit to the D, the space right before the line starts. So D, D, D. Next measure, what are our letters? C, D, C, D. And then the fourth measure, we have just three notes on which note? It's on the note E. Then keeping going in the song, the next part should look familiar because the next part of the song is just like how it begins. So E, C, C, next measure, D, D, D. And then second to last measure is a new thing. It goes C, C, E, E, and then ends on that fermata, that held note, C. So long dramatic ending. However much breath you have left, you're going to hold it out all the way. Now, we're going to go through it again and make sure that we are counting the rhythms correctly. So don't worry about the letters now. Just focus on telling me whether it's a 1 count or a 2 count. You can also say quarter, quarter, half note. That's also fine too, but it's fine for me also if you just say 1, 1, 1, 2. With me now, we're going to try to say through all the counts of line B. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Rest. 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Forever hold. But not actually forever. You gotta cut it off eventually. Don't strain your breath too much on that last note. Okay, now we've done naming the letters. We've done counting the numbers. If you were struggling with either of those, if you were not able to keep up with me, or if you had to pause to think like, what is that letter? Or how long am I counting this? Then feel free to pause the video, rewind, go back to what I was just talking about and review those letters, or review whether it's a 1 count note or a 2 count note or a rest. And once you feel pretty confident about that, then you can go back to this point and hit play, because right now we are going to play all of line B all together now. Notes, rhythms, and everything. So I'm going to count us off, and I will play it with you this time, okay? So line B, 1, 2, 3, go. notice that I did a funny motion with my hand and I stopped the note as soon as I brought my fingers together. That's what we call a cut-off. And when you are playing in a band with a leader who is counting you guys off and directing you or conducting, they will do the cut-off to tell you when to stop your note. And it sounds really cool, especially when you're playing with other people, when you all cut off the note together and it rings and it sounds very coordinated. So keep that in mind with fermatas, is that usually you'll be looking at somebody to give you a cut-off to stop the note together. In the next video, we are going to play the duet with another musician. We are going to actually have two people in the next video to help demonstrate how the duet works. So today, just to recap, we went over line B of Lightly Row. We have not yet gone over line A. We will start with learning that in the beginning of the next video, and then once you've learned both parts, you will hear me and another coach from MJO who is also doing teaching videos. We will play the duet together so you can hear what it's supposed to sound like. See you then. Keep up the good practice.